talk that shit.
If you look like you ain't never been through nothing.
Yeah, well, even if you did, you ain't make it.
Right.
A lot of homies come home from the penitentiary, but they just be mere shells of themselves. They not who they used to be. If you look at them and you talk to them, niggas don't be who they used to be. Absolutely. They somebody totally different. Whether or not they start to take the medication in the joint, whether or not they end up getting fucked or fucked, whether or not they was drinking hooch the whole time,
just lost their damn
or
mind.
just merely, pressure bust pipes.
Right.
They are not who they were. For real. You know what I mean? Like, so when you go to speak this shit to the young homies, to them savages, you can't look like it got you fucked up. That life got you fucked up. You gotta still look like mental conditioning. You gotta still look like you can go to war. Only captains respect generals.
For sure.
Ain't no motherfucking captain gonna be respecting no private, especially if you look like one. You feel me?
For sure.
Right. If you know what I'm going through, OG, okay, I got you. You shot niggas, you robbed niggas, you moved product, you seen a few $100,000 your time, whatever the case may be. But man, look at you though. Shit, if I'ma look like you, I'd rather die when I'm young.
They mean that.
Hey, look, word, they taking the blue pill. So you have to play chess, not checkers. You have to make 3 moves ahead of time. And it can't be about you because, as we said outside, we ain't going to be fucking here to reap the benefits of the body of work that we put in. You know what I mean? Harriet Tubman is not here for that. Martin, Malcolm, the list goes on and on. I dislike saying those names because we need to learn other names.
For sure.
But with that being said, they knew that they wouldn't be here to reap the benefit of us being able to walk into the front of a restaurant, of us being able to drink out of whatever water fountain we want to fucking drink out of.
What you think they thinking right now, though? If they watching from a different realm, what you think they're thinking?
They love it because we have choice. Yeah. Even though they're disappointed, but we have choice. They fought for us to have choice to say we want to be haters on each other. We want to kill each other.
We got black men now that own McDonald's.
Yeah.
That's real.
You know what I mean?
So like that was unfathomable. You know what I'm saying? When they was fighting this fight.
Right.
You know, shit. Walking in the front door of Walmart.
That wouldn't happen. Yeah.
Walking in Walmart, period.
Walking in the BMW store.
Yeah. Being on the boards and
sitting down with the banker, huh?
It's not necessarily the money, but the power.
The CEO of Lowe's is a black man.
Yeah.
That's the history knowledge right there.
Not the money, but the power.
Yes.
It's the power.
Black man.
Shit, we got some power. Shit, that's huge.
That's a Fortune 500 right there.
Yeah.
So all of that, people were castrated. I'll talk with the homie outside. People were castrated, raped.
Right.
Our daughter's born. They're cute. Massa coming out to take her. And then the father tries to step up. But Massa is going to call like 20 of his homeboys to demasculize you right in front of everybody to say you can't protect them.
So why you think in Florida they're trying to erase that history? You think they're doing it to repeat it? Or you think they're doing it just because?
But the blue pill. The blue pill tastes good to us. If you ever seen The Matrix, you have a brother that understands that there's a red in the blue pill. But he says, shit, I like the way this steak tastes.
Right.
I like this wine that I'm drinking. Do you remember this part in The Matrix? Where he got caught, where Morpheus got caught, and he had to go in there with them, but they ain't kill him. They wanted him to see, like, this life is beautiful. I like it. I know that it's not real. I know that it's telling us to destroy each other. But before we get to all that, I'm able to get pussy whenever I want to. You know what I mean? I can order up large pieces whenever I get ready. I can go get my Balenciaga. I can go get my jewels. I can go get my whip. I like this, even though I don't get to keep it. Even though it doesn't evolve into retirement. Even though it doesn't help me to have an understanding to be there for my children. Even though it does not help me to have an understanding to rent, to not rent but own. Even though it doesn't tell me to have an understanding to not be the employee but the employer. Oh, it doesn't tell me everything, but it's telling me enough where what? Comfortable. And as long as I'm comfortable, I'm going to be poor. You know what I mean? So the blue pill tastes good.
You don't have no complaints.
But the whole thing to it is we have a choice. And people died and were castrated and murdered in the worst type of ways in the deal. The worst type of ways for us to just have the choice to be stupid or smart. Now it's on us again to die. We're not going to see a lot. It's not meant for us to see a lot while our children are being murdered or our children are being slain. It's not meant for us to see the day where they really gonna stop killing each other. Where there are no gangs and we're gonna build up our communities like the Jews do out in Amberley Village without strategic things taking place by way of the system to stop us from rising up and us helping us. We're not gonna be here for that, but we're gonna be dead. So be happy though. Because before you, a whole bunch of people died for you to rock what the fuck you wearing.
For sure. So you just got to keep planting the seeds.
Yeah.
Because I was, you know, I call myself the lame, right? So everybody know my story as far as my son. So I've been pushed into the community. So for the past 2 days, I've been talking to kids, right? Took them to the Justice Center. They jumping around like, wow, like I was in there timid. Like, damn, I don't want to be in here. Took them to Cincinnati State. No respect, no nothing, right? Then the next day, which was yesterday, you know, we sitting around and we talking to them. They throwing stuff, no respect or no nothing. I'm sitting there thinking like, what the hell is going on here? You know, what the hell is going on here? You know, and I got discouraged because I tried to run away from the issues and move out to the suburbs, and my son still got taken out. You know, so now it's like, okay, I'm planted right here in the community. I don't want this stuff to continue to happen. I'm sick and tired of just seeing us continue to take each other out.
Yeah, you know, I walk into an elementary school, and you can walk down the hallways and hear the kids in the classroom. Like it's limited learning going on inside the ball.
Sounds like an arena.
Yeah. And like, man, these teachers got to deal with so much, and they got to, first of all, they got to deal with all the excuses. For my kid is this. For my, you keep giving your kid excuses. You know what I'm saying? No, you need to take some time with your kid, sit down with them.
Lack of accountability.
Yeah, take some accountability for that. Like shit, because the same things went on with us. So why all of a sudden now all these kids got all this? No, take some time with them, man. Teach them left and right, up and down, right and wrong. Like they'll be all right.
Teach them respect.
Yeah, give them some respect, some value, some morals.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's lacking, the value and the morals. You know, they have none. Like kids standing outside on the square. Man, I thought some sailors or some grown people was talking like.
Yes.
Like I turn around like, hey y'all.
Yes.
Like, I got grandkids y'all age though for real. Like really like I don't deserve
it. We came up. We knew not to be disrespectful.
Come on, man. Cussing right in front of your face.
I'm talking about drug dealing, gunplay. Yes. We knew not to do that though.
I didn't care who I was or what people thought I was. Man, at no time did I ever disrespect the old person. Like, never, man. Or a woman.
Word up.
Or a woman, like period though. Like
we're in the bad space.
Man, I don't disrespect women like that. For sure. Yeah, it's not cool. For sure. Because I put my mama face on them. So like, what you do?
So it's been a minute, right? We ain't done this in a while. I think this is only our second one this year, and we on March the 7th. But people get busy and people do things.
Oh, for sure.
You said something. No matter who you were, what you were doing back in the day, you still had respect. So Torrance brings everybody on. I probably brought 1 or 2 people on. So Torrance, go ahead and tell them what's going on. Tell them what they watching. Tell them who our great guest is today, bro. It's good to be with you though too, man.
Absolutely.
I ain't seen you in a while, man. Yes sir. Yes sir. Yes
I've been
sir.
on the move.
Yes sir.
I've been on the move.
Yes sir.
I think they call it jet set. You understand me?
Right, sure.
I be jet setting around this joint, but the entire time, make no mistake, I was constantly thinking about picking up these pieces. Because at any point in time, for the type of content that we gather, it has to be a constant consciousness of what will be good content to put out to the people. Not for the likes, not for the views. You know, we'll get to that. But we need to create a certain type of content that is different from the rest, that will educate, elevate, inspire, and motivate individuals to have an understanding that nobody's going to come to help us. Word up. Nobody's going to come to help us. We have to help ourselves. And in that process of helping ourselves, we first must start with home as well as community. Without pointing the finger at somebody about politics, religion, about the bodies that are dropping in our communities, but not in theirs, about the lack of employment opportunities in our communities. It's on us. We have to create the situation. We have to create the demand so the supply will grow. If we create the demand, the supply will grow, and we'll be able to bring wealth back to our community. So if I'm talking that shit right now, you know you're on another episode of Picking Up the Pieces, where we get together and we bring in individuals from Cincinnati, from our hoods, from our neighborhoods, from our communities. What's the true definition of community? Community means a place that protects itself, feeds itself, as well as clothes itself. But most importantly, we got to hold ourselves accountable for the things that take place. Today we got a special guest. You know what I mean? We coming back on fire. We coming back with legends. You know what I mean? We coming back with hood stars. We're coming back with scholars. We're coming back with athletic talents today. What is today? March the 7th. Shout out to my grandson down in Texas. Granddaddy about to slide down there and rock with you, baby. I'm following through. Happy belated birthday. But we got big dog Alan Dunn in the house. You know what I mean? If anybody's familiar with Alan Dunn, and if you are not, 9 times out of 10, you're not a Cincinnati native. Because Alan Dunn is a special figure out of our community, one way or the other. You know, life takes its turns where we still are special, but the devil gets busy in our lives. And everybody has an opportunity to face that devil. It's all about your faith and what can pull you out of that situation for you to either be a derogatory statement in your community or inspirational statement in your community, right? So today we have Alan Dunn on deck. As you know, Alan Dunn, man, is Alan Dunn is our Bo Jackson, if you will. Bo Jackson played baseball. Bo Jackson played football. You know what I mean? He's our Deion Sanders of the hood. Baseball, football. Brother did it all. Came up under little red machines when we thought they were the Kansas City Chiefs.
For sure.
You feel me?
Sure.
You know, they were set up in that I formation, in that 3 formation. At that point in time, I was with Coach Stan, the man. May he rest in. No, hold on. I was with Coach Stan, with Coach Russell Coop. You know what I mean? Individuals such as that nature. And when we came to see the little red machines, man, my word, I didn't start. But when I got in the game, I was nervous because brothers like Alan Dunn, man, he ran around us like goddamn it, Tony Dorsett of that era. You dig? Moving forward, I know all of you are familiar with Mr. Payne. You dig? Mr. Payne.
Absolutely.
You dig? Avondale Lions, legendary coach, may he rest in peace, and shout out to his family. Moving past that, we knew that Alan Dunn was something special. We knew in our hearts, not only in our hearts, but in our nightmares about having to go see them and whatever the case may be. The brother didn't stop there. He ended up moving on to what are they, man, downtown. I'm a Whoopah Bulldog, as well as mixed with a whip-off tiger. I don't know what the Cavs Senators and so on and so forth. But now, legendary up out up out of Tab downtown, man. Alan Dunn broke records, possibly still holds records down there for football, basketball. We had Chip Jones and DJ Boston and Catarella for the Troy Long and Levi and so on and so forth. Happy belated birthday, Levi. We had stars, but when it was time to go see them Taft Senators, woo, we had to.
Well, I gotta cut you out because you got Woodward Taft. I gotta throw the Withrow Tigers in there too.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But I got to shout out Withrow too. I can't just sit back and be quiet. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? The Withrow Tigers. But keep going, brother. Keep going. You know.
I bought illegal activities that way. but no, word up, man. This brother was gonna be our next for real multi-million-dollar athletic talent in whatever process that he chose. Alan comes from a beautiful home, a loving mother, a loving father, and a lot of us didn't have that. Word up, a lot of us, our fathers were killed at 4 years old. Our mothers had mental breakdowns when we were 12, and life was left to us. But this brother had mom and dad at home. This brother had a loving family at home, and certain things take place, which happens within every community, in almost every home. And to this day, we can't give you the answer about it, but we can give you the recovery about it. We can definitely give you the recovery about it. My man Alan Dunn moved forward from being a star to illegal activities, and this is where the whole story changes because he moves from one of possibly the biggest prospects to terror in the city. You know what I mean? Shout out to Mark Eubanks. May he rest in peace. But my man, I used to just hear these stories, and then I would come down to the plantation and see him in action. Like that, this nigga crazy. Ain't that Bo Jackson? But things change. Things change for us, and things change for my main man Alan Dunn. But then it changed again as God will show you, especially if he loves you and wants to see you do greater things. He's going to punish you for your acts. And maybe not punish you personally, but he's not going to cover you and allow certain things to happen to get your ass in check. Alan Dunn had to face the courts like all of us. A lot of brothers that come up in illegal activity didn't have the talent. I always say either you born in talent or you get good at something along the way. This brother Alan Dunn right here, man, was born with talent. Alan, man, talk to the people about, from talent to terror to community activist to who you are right now, homeboy. Talk to him, man.
All right, thanks. I appreciate being here, though.
Word up.
I appreciate you being here too, brother.
You know what I'm saying? Being able to get out and tell my story. At first, though, growing up in the hood, we stayed in the house right off the side of Stanley Road. Like the only house in the project. So our house was like, hey man, we going over Allen them house. So my grandmother opened up her doors and everything to everybody, all the kids.
What was your grandma's name?
Christine Dunn.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely.
My mother, she worked, had me when she was young. Her and my dad, they was young. She worked, but I wasn't missing nothing. I had all the love in the world. And they made sure, they recognized my talents early, along with my Uncle John and my Uncle Jake too. Like they recognized my talents early. So they set me up to always play with the best at a young age. So I've always been playing up with people older than me. And so again, like that, and that's where everything started, from the neighborhoods, just going around neighborhoods playing, and everybody recognizing me growing up. And
what was the first sport you started in?
The first, baseball.
Okay.
I started playing baseball when I was like 5.
Okay.
And then Mr. Simmons, R.I.P. Mr. Simmons, at the Philly Street Neighborhood House. He just picked me up one day, he said, you need to be playing football. I went to play football, and he took me to play football. Then I played football for like 2 or 3 years, and I stopped playing football because I grew out. I had started getting kind of big.
You couldn't make the weight limit and all that stuff.
Then
Yeah.
they had weight limit.
Yeah.
Supposed to now.
Yeah. They don't no more?
Yeah, they do.
Well, they put a sticker on your helmet because you can't carry the ball.
I got you.
But yeah, so I had stopped playing football, but baseball it done took over though. So and then I just played baseball from what, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, and then I was at Woodward. I was in Camus.
Well, Camus.
I was in Camus. Let's get it right.
For real, were you in Camus? Because everybody be shouting they went to Camus, man, and they really went to regular Woodward. David Long shout he went to Camus.
I started
but his ass went to regular Woodward.
in the 7th.
Okay.
I started 7th.
Okay.
Camus started 7th.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. You went to Crest Hills if you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Me. I went to Crest Hills.
Okay. And, Mr. Brokamp came in the gym and saw me dunk a basketball. He was my geometry teacher. He came in the gym and saw me dunk a basketball. I was about 5'6", 5'7". At the Spud Webb. Just came out, threw the ball up, went and dunked it. He told me, "You playing basketball?" I was like, "No, I'm not." Like, I don't play basketball. He had me in the gym. So then after that, I played basketball, but my grades started slipping. And my mama wasn't happy. You know what I'm saying? Because being out at Woodward, we didn't get through practice until 8, 9 o'clock. Then I had to come all the way. I live downtown. So I had to come all the way downtown, 2 buses, get home, and I got to talk to my girlfriends,
Word up.
how it was. So yeah, so that's what, then getting up, and I was in Cayman, so we had 7:30 classes. Yeah, we had early bird classes in Cayman.
Wow.
So I'm leaving the house at 6 o'clock to get to school. I'm getting up super early, So it was just like, it became a struggle. My grades started slipping. Took me out of Woodward. I went to the 10th grade. Took me down to Taft. But on my way to Taft though, I had broke my kneecap in Puerto Rico in the Little League World Series.
How you get to Puerto
Rico? We flew. I played in the Little League World Series.
The Little League World Series?
Yeah, I played in 1, 2, 3, 4. Played 5 of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Out of Cincinnati, Ohio?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. Yeah. What was the name of that team?
Well, I won with Avondale Lions. I won with Knuckles and Associates, and I won with Midland also.
Okay.
Avondale won with Knuckles and Associates and Midland.
Dope.
Yep.
That's what's up. So then you continued on?
Yeah, but I couldn't play football my sophomore year. And by that time, I went to Taft, and I was with all my dudes. Baby, Vaughn, Lear.
Baby. Darcy and Baby.
That's my brother.
My man.
Al Owens.
Yeah.
Al Owens. Maylon Curtis. My
fire.
Man. Yeah, all the thick and thin.
What baby at, man?
Living life, man.
Man, when you talk to him on a regular?
All the time.
Man, tell him Thomas Jones said, "What's up, man? Much love." Word up.
Yeah.
Word up.
And so, then
damn.
After that, played basketball my 10th grade year. And my high school career was written after that.
Wow.
Wow. After that.
Wow.
A lot of accolades. You know what I'm saying? A lot of accolades in high school.
Mad.
You know what I'm saying?
Mad.
So you didn't start playing football, like back in football till your junior year?
My junior year, yeah. I had scholarships from all over the place.
Like, word up. Yeah. Like, he was
every major college in the country. But, then I chose Bowling Green because they were going to let me play basketball and baseball. And
what year was this? Two-sport athlete in '89. You know what I'm saying? That's unheard of back then. You know what I mean?
So, but like all of us did. Like Bailey did, Jerry did, Vaughn did, Hooks did. We all did. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I never seen a lot of special stuff. Like from myself because my friends did the same thing.
Facts.
And at a high level. You know what I'm saying? But then I went to Bowling Green. Then after Bowling Green, that's when, after I spent the year at Bowling Green, that's when, stuff started to materialize. And I came home, I seen money, I seen money. And they say, like gonna come to me and say, "But that boy got his own money." I seen money, man.
Yes, sir.
I seen money.
89, 90.
That's
bread.
when.
We was getting that bread. Right.
That's when I was like, "Oh, I need to have it." Then, but during the course of getting this money, you know what I'm saying, I was, it was a lot of shady stuff going on, and I turned into a savage. I was like, I just wouldn't let nothing slide. A lot of stuff, went on. A lot of things that, we did a lot of stuff. We made a lot of money, had a lot of fun.
Right.
Had a lot of fun. You know what I'm saying? But we was some young fools with
We went through our process.
more money than we could count.
Especially
I don't think we ever counted it all, man.
Wow.
It was just, it was a period, then doing that process, you know what I'm saying? Incident happened, you know what I'm saying? Cost me, you know what I'm saying, 20 years in prison. So, but doing all this time in prison though, they had the physical me, they never gained any parts of the mental.
For sure.
Hold on, Al. You gotta tell them. You gotta tell the people, because young homie savages right now. You skipped over why you had to go upstate. What took you away from your life? What took you from?
What took me away from?
Yeah, exactly though.
My mother, my father.
There you go. Talk to me.
2 grandmothers, a great grandmother, aunts, uncles, and 9 kids. Had 9 kids before I left the penitentiary.
Without a father. 4.
That I supported. I took care of. And like I call a murder case. Like they lost all that. Like just like that. Call a murder case. You know what I'm saying? Then next thing I know, I'm in court fighting for my life, fighting for, to come off of death, try not to get the death penalty. Then end up getting 7 to 25, doing 15 straight on that. Then, after I came home, I had the bitter man. I had to doing time bitter man thing. I'm do what the hell I want to do. That shit. Got caught up again like 5 years later. Did 2 years in Kentucky. Then messed around with some weed. I'm the only person that ever got 3 years for some weed.
Yeah.
Ever.
You're not but
like, gee,
right.
But,
I can't catch a breath.
But during this process though, every time that I face the courts though, you know what I'm saying, my past comes up. Everything comes up from the streets. Like it, and like even when I was applying for jobs, like trying to get legal, trying not to go back to the streets. Like it was like, oh man, you this and you that.
Once they got you, they got you. Yeah.
1991, man.
Yeah.
Fuck, how am I supposed to move on?
Yeah.
I struggled with that for a long time, man. And like watching guys come out the penitentiary, getting jobs and doing this, and like what do they see when they pull my name up? Like that's why I was getting to. Like, what do y'all see? Like, is this something that comes up? Like, cause dude got 7 robberies. Like I get money. Like he's still like what you.
Right.
I thought they said that I had a better shot than them, but it just didn't materialize for me. So I moved on, and once I decided, you know what, throwing my head into the ring, and I'm legitimizing everything because I've always been the person that's like for the kids. But if the kids need it, like I'm the guy. Like I'm the guy, man. I'm ready. So like when I decided to just throw my head into the ring and just like be like all for the kids, I cut out all illegal activities. Like, none of that. You can't do it around me. Like at no time. Like because too many kids depend on me and I'm not willing to leave them like they say, the black man do.
For sure.
Word.
For
You know,
sure.
so like
Can't
I got a lot of things. I got a lot of things going on, man, with these kids. So I try to stay. I stay in touch with them, even when they go past me. Like I go to the games. I try to try to stay involved with these kids, and that's what it's all about right now.
So I got a saying, man, don't let your past determine your future.
Absolutely.
We all do something. We've all done something. So what I heard, Torrance know you, I just met you, and it's a pleasure for me to meet you today. But what I heard, you started with a village, right? Your uncles, your grandmama, your mama, your daddy, cousins. A lot of people don't have that, right? So they're the one that put you out there into the sporting game, right? Got you into baseball, got you to, football, and you stopped playing football forever, and then junior year you jumped into that. Your coach saw you hooping, you get scholarships, and then another thing that I heard you say is the saying, pick your 3 friends or something like that. And that's like who you are. So you was around talented brothers as well, and y'all pushed each other. You know what I'm saying?
To the limit.
Push each other to the limit. A lot of times there's one big dog in the crew, and a lot of everybody just kind of just watching and following them.
We had a whole lot of captains.
You had a whole lot of captains,
You could say something to me. I could say something to him. He could say something to you. We could say something to him. Everybody. All right, man.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't like, oh, man, like, I said, let's do this. Man, I want to do this. Oh, okay, we're going to do what you said. Nah. I said, nah, bro. Like,
Sure.
come on, man.
For sure.
Like, it's all mutual. But we came from here, though.
Yes, sir. You grew up together. You came up together. Yes.
Like our mothers, we call each other's mothers mama because they all raised us.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Our father, my dad, like he was our dad, like, for real. Like,
Extended village.
Yeah.
Extended village. So it goes back to the village, right? What happened to the village? What happened to the village?
You just said we came from here.
for sure.
In that process of coming from there. Nowadays, when you come from here and you get to a certain point, and even though we came from here, you named off 5 people. I know maybe I ain't know. I probably know all the homies. I seen them, not their names, right? But
Oh, and by the way, we all still friends.
word up.
To this day.
Every last
Hey,
one.
that's where the
That's
fuck I'm
dope.
going with.
That's dope.
Now,
That's
I know
dope.
you all still friends. All y'all still alive.
Yeah,
That part.
sure,
You know
that
what
part
I mean?
right
That
there.
part.
I'm going somewhere with this shit. So, all y'all come from here. But our sons, they all came from here too. But once one ended up shining a little harder than the other, or because one is going to be different, they killed them. They killed them. We got gray now. We got gray hair. I be the glory that we
Yes,
have
sir.
gray hair though. Because a lot of them didn't get the gray, right? And that's because we came from here, but because you knew all my secrets, but I took off with a little bread. You killed me, homie. You killed me. So you sitting there telling me that you got, because I don't have that. If you came from here and y'all still together, there's 5, 6 of y'all, you know how fucking huge that is? Because I don't have that. I got homies, they gone. Because they tripped the wrong way. And they forgot that we came from here. And they allowed the devil to get busy to the point where we killed each other. Now, I ain't like Alan Dunn. I ain't like you. Got like 5, 6 homies that I could fuck with like that, and we came from here. I don't have that. Because all of us didn't make it. Fuck, we tell the homies that y'all came from here. Don't let that break nothing. You know my mama. You slept on my bed. We slobbed together. We laughed together. We cried together. Don't let money or jealousy and envy come between that, where you know that I got 40, 60, 70, 150,000 somewhere.
But you want to go get it, you want to take it from
That you
kill
don't
me,
kill me about it. We came from here. The value is not in the paper. The value is when we're going to make it to see gray hairs. Scripture speaks about, man, Scripture speaks about A young man's strength is his youth. An older man's splendor is his gray hair. Word up. That is the ultimate goal to get there. The fuck can we tell homies on this show, Picking Up the Pieces, how it is we can build up home and community, but we have to be here and not allow the William Lynch concept of jealousy, envy, and hate to come in because I don't get it like you. All right, let me watch over you then. Hopefully you'll come back, but I don't have to get it like you. I can take a couple dollars from you and invest it versus taking a couple dollars and spending it while you making it. I can take a couple dollars and do something with it because when your ass get knocked, you gonna need me to bond you out.
But here's the thing what I say about that. If you ain't got nothing and you go take 40,000 from me, what you finna do?
Jack it off
What you
and have
finna
to
do?
go rob somebody.
What you finna do? You don't have no exit plan. You just know I got $40,000.
Jack it out. Ain't gonna do it again.
Do a damn thing. You ain't got no plans, man. You got 40,000. 20 of it finna go on the car right now.
Easy.
So now, 10 of it finna go on clothes.
Yeah.
And you finna go and you gotta get high. So there go 40.
He left the girl out too.
I say there go 40. I said there go 40.
Yeah.
You know, I put a little extra on the car. He makes me 10 on the car.
Yeah.
But the girl she gonna get that too.
For sure.
Gotta do it again.
Gotta do it again. Cause you don't have no plan. And it was so sweet you got away with it. So you know it's like fuck it, do it again.
You understand the power?
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
There's a power that it gives you, but it's the blue pill. Because the price that you have to pay when you go away is real.
Man.
You gonna miss people die. The people that loved you the most.
I lost two grandmothers and a great grandfather while I was locked. Two grandmothers that raised me.
Yeah.
Were you able to make it to their services, or are they one of them?
Yeah.
But it's the ones that sat back and said, baby, don't be this way. Be this way. We talked about sacrifice before.
Right.
If you love them, because we always cry when the people that love us the most die. We be on the front row following that. But what did you do? What did you do to help in that death? If it was a natural death, not a gunplay death or anything violent, it's just you were not there. You were part of the broken heart. We ended up being a part of the broken heart when we robbing homies at 15, 16, 17. Because no matter what, there is somebody in every one of our lives that we loved them. Like we loved them like, oh, she was there or he was there. But we broke their heart though.
Yeah,
so
sure.
I say to the homies, you gonna break their heart. What do you really love in a lick? What do you really love? Because dude, a whole ass nigga, or you know he's a confidential informant and he got the bag. Is it worth it? Because don't forget that you got some people that was really there for you. You gonna break their hearts. We break their hearts when we go away out.
Oh, for sure, absolutely. Because you're not the only one doing time. Anybody ever really gave a damn about you is doing this time
With
too.
you. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And for me, you know what I'm saying, I've been doing decades. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see no light at the end of the tunnel when I first started. So you know, it was first of all, anybody can get these hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was just like, I was still on I still had my street attitude. Like, and
You have to be a wolf.
I opened it. Man, soon as they opened the door, I threw punches. You know, I was like, who next?
Right.
So you know, but you know, like then you know, in years, but after that, years went past. Like, man, I ain't have to touch nobody. You know, so I was cool, but still, like, but I carried myself in a way that, you know, what I'm saying, motherfuckers knew, like, man, like the OG don't. Like, man, I was an OG at 28. Man. You know, they was calling me OG at 28. You know, simply because I carried myself, you know, just like that. Like, you know, like I don't want no smoke, but I got the canister to put smoke in, though.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I bottle it up for you.
For sure.
No, but I ain't looking for it, though. I'm never looking for it.
But inevitably, it all becomes force rather than choice.
Yeah.
Because you have to set
they don't
ground.
Yeah,
You have to set the ground rules.
Yeah.
Once you touch base, because you got the bit. This is no longer.
It's real life.
This is life.
This
what we live.
What's on the other side of that fence is reality TV. What's inside that fence? What's inside that fence? What's inside that fence? That's real life.
Except the people that we're gonna lose while we in this.
Except death. That's the only thing that ain't reality TV on the outside. All the rest of this, you gotta lose that. You gotta lose that, man. I mean, you got to even like you got to a sense you even got to turn your back on your kids. Because you can't lose focus. You can't lose focus on what's right in front. Because you don't know nobody around you, first of all. Because you don't
trust
know
nobody around you either.
You know what I'm saying? Not one person in here, of these 3,000 people in here, you don't know one of them.
Especially if you ride out. They ride out 3 times.
And if you was like me, like, man, I don't know which one of these motherfuckers in here who people's I done. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I don't know, bro. Right. Like, man, I did some shit out here, man. So, it was like, but made a million out that though. Like,
so this is my thing. I don't know this life, right? I don't know it. But like I say, I've been that's a great thing, right? I've been forced into it as far as our youth, right? But I'm new, I'm fresh. I raised my kids and felt if I keep my kids away, you go. Yes, sir.
You ain't fresh. You a black man in America. How's it fresh to you?
Man.
You ain't fresh to this.
I turned a blind eye to it.
There you go.
I turned a blind eye to it.
The struggle been real.
Yes, sir.
You felt the struggle.
Yes, sir. I turned the blind eye to it. Yeah, that's real. I hear you. So we need more people like you. Like you've been out here. Torrance has been out here, right? So me coming in and telling my story as far as like losing my kid, and I don't want other parents to feel what I feel, right?
That's one thing I never want to feel. My brother lost a child.
Yeah, I don't want it. But these days, these kids, like, even like back in the day, I mean, I'm class of 94, right? Even like the savages from back in the day, have morals.
Yeah, for sure.
But now these kids are really like they're the real actors. They the real like
they don't want to smoke.
Come on, man. I see these kids, right? I see them.
They just know how to talk like
yes. I see them.
Does that make them less dangerous or more dangerous?
Oh, it makes them way more dangerous.
Because they don't have an understanding of truly what the outcome is.
Yes, that makes them way more dangerous. By the time they figure it out,
it's
too late.
By the time they figure it out, they're in front of the judge talking about life.
What they did, talking about they on the bad end of a pistol, talking about, man, why are you doing that?
Yes.
Did you recognize the shit you saying and doing?
That's
So my question is, okay, from coming from me, it's like, okay, OG, you don't know what you're talking. You ain't been out here. You don't understand where I done came from and this and that. That's what I hear. You don't understand that.
How you don't understand? I'm a black man that survived 50 years in America. Fuck, don't I understand?
It's the package.
I ain't Sambo, man.
Still though, Al.
Right, I
we have to be strategic. Yeah. We can't make them hear us. We have to make sure that the package that's delivering the message looks like I made it through and I'm strong.
Right.
The package cannot look like I made it through and it broke me.
Well, it don't have any war wounds.
Yeah, because they're going to be like, if that's what that shit look like, I'll die young. That was part of Pac's problem. Word up. A lot of times they already commit. West Coast, I fuck with LA a lot. They don't care nothing about dying at 20.
Nothing.
Because, for real, that's cool. Because what does old age look like? So when we come to talk to the homies and community outreach advocates, at the Urban League, so on and so forth, whatever community leaders or what have you, when you come to talk to us on our blocks, y'all can't look worn down. You can't look beat up. Because to me, I don't even need to see that shit. Because that's not, you don't look like success. I hear you talking it, but you got to look a certain way when you come to talk to these young homies. Or they fucking not gonna listen. They gonna hear you, but they're not gonna listen.
Yeah, you know, and my daughter though, she doing great things though too, because she opening up these rec centers, man.
Mm-hmm.
She got the
What's her name? Shout her out.
That's Ray Bird. You know what I'm saying? She's the program director down at Finley Street Neighborhood House.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? Open them doors that been closed for so long, man. Got down there, got the kids in there. Got adult basketball in there now. You know what I'm saying?
Looking like
Yeah.
it's the identifier.
Yeah.
The identifier.
And, you know,
We're visual people.
yeah. And I do a lot of stuff because I coach. I'll help her anyway. But I coach. I'm coaching West End Little Senators. You know what I'm saying? Football program. You know what I'm saying? I do that. You know, I help out with Withrow baseball now because my little people go to Withrow, so I step up there. I volunteer up there. You know what I'm saying? Like doing stuff. And also, you know, I'm a business owner too.
Yes, sir.
You know what
Yes,
I'm
sir.
saying? So, you know, all done custom apparel and more.
I heard you.
One more time.
All done custom apparel and more.
I heard you.
By way of Alan Dunn, CEO.
Yes, indeed. And you know, can be on Facebook, Instagram, all done on both platforms.
What's your Instagram?
All done. It's all done on Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah.
Find out.
Yeah, but yeah, they just gotta, man, we got to reach out. We gotta keep reaching. We have to keep
You
reaching.
can't stop talking.
We have to continue to be testimonies.
Yeah.
The problem is we have all of this information of experience of what's going to take place on tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4 of life. But we are keeping it bottled in.
Right.
We are the best kept secrets.
You know,
We got to talk that shit.
you know, people told me for a long time I was wrong for not coaching.
It depends on what your purpose and your passion is, because I
They
don't
told
like
me,
children.
they said, man, you got too much not to give it away. So you got too much not to give it away.
Yeah.
So you got too much. You say you got too much not to give it away.
That
What
culture
you
shit,
gonna do with it?
It reflects back to what your original purpose and your passion is that your family
That's
got
why.
you into.
And that's why I went.
Born in it, or
That's
you
why I
get
went
bitten
head
along
first.
the way.
That's why I went head first, man. Like, here, you can have it all. Like,
See,
I
that's
ain't
your
using it.
slice. That's your slice. It's a big pie. It's a big ass pie. Everybody has a slice in that pie, but for some reason, everybody not cutting into it. Why you not cutting into for the negativity that you've been through to make sure that those that come after you don't have to go through? Talk about it, homie.
Sure.
We need to talk about it.
It ties into one of our first episodes, Black Man Stand Up. This is another Black man standing up.
Oh, for
This
sure.
is another Black man investing into the community. You know, this is another Black man that, you know, uses, I'm assuming, his story so it won't be repeated again.
I hope
You know?
not. I really hope not, man.
Like I told the kids the other day, I mean, when you make choices, there's consequences to those choices.
Good or bad.
Good or bad, you know. So, what do you say? Because it seems like it falls on deaf ears, you know. I don't, like he said, I don't want to hear that shit, man. Fuck that, man.
No. We continue to plant the seed.
But
Yeah.
if it's 50 of them in a room and 49 of them say, man, fuck him, man. But one of them say, man, he right. Your job is done.
That's that statistic right there,
Your
homie.
job is done.
That's that statistic
Your
that I'm
job
popping
is done.
about.
Message received.
Word up.
Message
Because
received.
that
Don't
one
reach
goes
everybody.
to tell 10 of
I
his.
got you.
And then 3 of those individuals listen. I'm sorry, but this is the statistics that we have from evil versus good. It's always been that way.
Just-
Everybody not going to
Hey.
see it at the same time.
And just like the Ponzi scheme, man. You tell one, he done told 3, he done told 10, 2 of them listened. Them 2 done picked up and told 10. Now, two of them guys listen. Like, it goes, it's just gonna spread out.
It's a fake
Nigga, spread
situation.
out, man. You need one. You need one. That's all. You just need one, man.
We need to just stick to who as well as what we are, and it's the spirit. Really, we spirits. We're spiritual people. No matter what, we have to remain resilient about what's going on. How the fuck do you do that? We have to keep coming together like this right here. For those that made it through, man, you supposed to reach back somehow, some way. I don't care what career field you chose, whether or not it's construction, electrician, whether or not you got into corporate, whatever the case may be. If you made it through that hood, robbing, killing, drug dealing, murdering shit, you made it, and you ain't sell out. You ain't break down on the bit. You gotta come back. Everybody. Like, it is your job. That's the only way it's gonna work. This is your personal little sacrifice. Ain't nobody asking you to sacrifice 25, 50%. They're asking you to sacrifice 1 to 3% of your time to talk. To talk. Let's get it. Or the young boys gonna keep doing what they're doing because at this point a lot of their fathers are deceased or absent. So if you were able to snap out of the fucking matrix, holler at the homie. Holler at the homie. Do something to give back. From talent to terror to community activists right here. Word.
Talk more about that community activism that you do, brother.
Man, I do a lot of things, man. I
Football.
For my school, like for TAB, like when.
Don't forget about your brand.
Oh yeah, for sure. This one of the ones I made. But like for TAB, like I do a lot of stuff for them too. Like they go like when they was going to state championships and stuff. Like man, I made sure the kids had buses, tickets. All that. You know, they going to playoff games. Man, I'm getting them kids out there. I'm reaching out to alumni, doing stuff for them. You know, and like even with my brand, you know, when you come to me, like I'm gonna also do something for you too. Like, not just you're not just gonna purchase from me. Like I'm also if you have an organization, like if you come mess with me, like the chances of you getting something back in return from me are high. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do, and especially if you're doing it for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just me, cause like the kids is all that matter. I don't care what kids. I don't care whose kids they are.
All right. You that man. Sure. Hey, look, I knew you were focused. when I see you at the league. Because everybody gonna do that. It's a pride and an ego thing. They don't want certain individuals to see them doing that, and it's smack dab in the middle of A1. Right. But you fell through that joint, man. You showed up and showed out to show individuals. We have to relearn situations. We have to relearn how to attack the society. And a lot of times that takes programming, and programming does not make you a sucker or a clown.
And you know, I am a college grad, so I mean, you know, I had, you know, saying my background. Yeah. As well as what you were. Yeah, my background, that like Urban League was a refresher course, but it was a much needed refresher course though, because it propelled me to do other stuff though.
It starts somewhere.
Yeah, because at the time I was still fiddling with that other money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I was trying to figure out how to, you know what I'm saying, how to transition. Yeah, I was straddling the fence, and I'm still playing with this money. Yeah. But it was like, okay, and then, you know, it was like, well, ain't nobody gonna do nothing for me? I'll let you I gave y'all a couple years, man. I want y'all need to be broke.
Word.
You know, but this time though, what I did was, instead of seeing man, I took it and invested in me. You know what I'm saying? For real, invested in me, and not just in me, you know, doing my thing. Like, put it to all good. Like I don't have an illegal dollar no more, nowhere.
That's dope.
No banks, no shoe boxes, no safes, no nothing. I don't have an illegal dollar nowhere no more. Like, and like that feel good to say, man.
Yes, sir.
That's the ultimate goal.
And
that's the ultimate goal.
You know, and to be
peace.
You know, and when the police come up, I I got so much idea in there, man. You take your pick, man.
Yeah.
It's business cards, credit cards, everything in there, man. Everything got my name on it. Yeah, I ain't even got to tell you. Just go on here.
Coldest part about it, Al, it doesn't have to be a marathon. I say that to say this. Right here, right now, there are young homies that will get this message and have the personality as well as the mentality that you had, and they're 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah. We want to offer, this is what we want to offer through picking up the pieces and building up home in the community. You don't have to go through what we went through. You don't have to.
That part.
You don't have to wait as long as we had to wait to have an understanding of what generational wealth looks like and financial stability. You can actually begin the process now, but it begins with having an understanding of faith, but belief. You don't got to trust nothing the homie's saying, but you have to have some form of a belief system that you don't have to have a violent or manipulative mentality to get going to find wealth and generational stability for your family right now. Your baby may be 9 months. You may have a 3-year-old, and you may have a 2-year-old. But the process that you're going in, if it's illegal activity, you're going to end up telling a story like this when you can skip over all that shit.
You're going to end up with a 23-year-old, a 22-year-old, and a 21-year-old that you ain't seen since they were 3, 2, and 9 months.
Mm-hmm. If your next move is not your best, if the next move that you make is not the best move for your children, homeboys, homegirls too, then you shouldn't make that move at all. You can be cynical all you want, and in a heartbeat we'll say, I wish somebody would talk to my child crazy. Homie said, I wish a nigga would put their hands on my child if you're no longer with the baby mama, so on and so forth. Think about these things right here, right now, that what you're willing to kill for your child for, why don't you just go ahead and listen to the information from a brother like Alan Dunn? Mm-hmm. I brought this homie on not to just talk to you or entertain you, but to teach you. We are not fucking entertainment. We're not playing no motherfucking drums here. We ain't playing no flukes or things of that nature. Mm-hmm. We come on to fucking teach.
These real life stories.
We are professors in several different areas, and we are coming in to teach. And we need y'all to begin to grab your pen and your pad. If you cannot cognitively understand the information and take notes on what it takes to live and not to die, on what it takes to be here for your family members before they pass away, and to support them and not be part of their broken heart. I'm sorry, go ahead, Al.
Nah, you good. But you know, and TV got a lot to do with this shit too. This glorification of prisons and how showing what life is like in prison and all this shit, man. Glorificate these women out here like on this reality TV shit, acting like some kind of animals in the jungles and shit. But man, that right there hinders them so much because they're continuously watching it. And like the glorification of prison, man, is some bullshit. Like literally, like that's some straight undeniable bullshit.
Glorification of a lot of shit right now, homie.
You know, like
a whole lot of shit.
A whole lot. I mean,
it's like 5 to 6 different agendas going on to keep us down.
But this prison shit, man, like this shit is like the glorification of all this shit. Like, man, like I told him, like we had this discussion. I've told him so many times, man. We had Percocets and fentanyl and T's and B's and morphine pills and crack and cocaine. Heroin ain't just got big, man. Heroin, Ray Charles and them was doing heroin. Like, but bro, like, we wasn't a generation of let's try this. This generation here is
they try anything.
Yeah. Promethazine, that lean, it ain't new, man.
Yeah.
That ain't new. This ain't new stuff that these kids doing. Like, but they hear a rapper tell them to do it, and then there they go. Like, y'all so influenced by music. Like, I guess we was too. We had love music. We had real R&B.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like
I mean, we was just fly. Like I drunk Thug Passion because of Tupac, Hypnotic and Hennessy. You know what I mean? But I mean, they say they make it cool to be a junkie now. You know, it's cool to be a junkie now. You know, it's cool to pop them pills and stuff like that now. You
Go
know.
meet your homie at North Central. You know what I'm saying? Because he's doing 5 years.
Yeah.
You go up there
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that. Oh, I'm finna go up here. All the homies up here in Lancaster.
Yeah.
All the homies in Lancaster. Like okay.
And what they trying to do, y'all, and we need to share this with more kids, is to stop you from going there. You know what I'm saying? Stop you from even being part of that system. You know, like I told them the other day, I said, it's modern day slavery now. They got you.
$17 a month.
They got you.
They make $17 a month. And you talking about you ain't got no money. You just saying living off $17 a month.
Yeah.
You should have lost your money. Don't tell me about what you income money you ain't got, man.
They got you. You know, so like you say, there's so many other doors that you could go. You know what I'm saying? There's so many other paths that you could take, you know. And the village don't just have to be family.
For sure.
The village has to be, I guess, at this point, us. You know, because there's so many people that have turned their backs on these kids. And the other day, I saw kind of why, but you can't do it, you know. But,
no reason why.
You know, it's like, damn, it has to be us. It has to be us.
Because kids like structure.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't know it.
Yeah.
They like to know what they're going to be doing at this time, and this time.
That's real.
But they don't want you to tell them to do it at that time. But if they know they got to do it at that time, that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't want you telling them they got to do it at that time.
Mm-hmm.
They want the structure, but if you leave space, if you leave doubt in between, then that's where all the trouble come in at. You know what I'm saying? You want to, hey, you know you got this at 2 o'clock. Yeah, and okay, you got that at 4 o'clock. Like,
Got you.
okay, that's fine. Like, they gonna do that.
You
got to do this at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, it's the delivery of all this. Yes.
Yeah, you know, they love structure.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't know it's structure.
Mm-hmm.
They want to. I got tell their partner. Oh yeah, I got to be over here too. I got to be over here at 2 o'clock, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But if you tell them like, you know, at 2 o'clock you gotta do this, and I'm doing something.
They ain't going for it.
Like it's 12 o'clock. I'm doing something.
Mm-hmm.
I said 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be doing. All right, you gotta hear that. But hey, you know tomorrow at 2 o'clock you got this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's right. Like it's just a matter of thing. Like, you know, if you communicate, you have to be able to communicate with them.
Sure.
And it's a shame that you have to tolerate shit. They attitude and the way they talk, their delivery, the way they talk.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to break the tone and like, okay, hey, no, wait a minute. You literally got to talk to them like you rocking them to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, you got to talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because these kids are so high strung, you have to bring the temperature down.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? You have to cool the temperature off in the room before you talk to them, because they'll make you fly off the hinges.
Quick.
Yeah. So you have to cool the temperature down. You have to bring you have to be the adult in the room and bring the tone down, because they keep them shits in their ears, so they talk like you hold a conversation like we talking, like they cross the street some damn way and talk to each other. When they talk, if they ain't talking about WTF, WYD, HRU,
right? That's real.
Yeah,
I love it. Hey, we're survivors.
for sure.
We're survivors of agony. We're survivors of pain. We're survivors of happiness. We're survivors of adversity, and we've been able to persevere through. And God allows individuals, because whatever takes place, it has to be through what God is allowing, whether or not you call him Jesus, Jehovah, Yahweh, Allah, whatever you may call him. I'm not going to get off into the religion or the religious situations, but we are survivors, and we're here to tell a story, just as those before us. Since from Egypt, there are stories being told to try and show others how not to go a certain path, but to go a righteous path, a surviving path, a generational wealth path. And it's going to take dedication or work. Are we in a bad space? Yes, we are. But shit, he just said something about music. We was listening to NWA, Fuck the Police. You know what I mean? We was listening to Pac, Hit 'Em Up. You dig? So we were able to listen.
Don't forget PE.
But hold on. No, hold on. You talking about two different things. Because I'm talking about battle and violent music versus not Public Enemy, not KRS-One. I'm talking about what homies are listening to today. It is a beat of negativity.
Yeah.
That's right.
And we listened to that beat as well. And we had to endure that, and we had to deal with that.
We had
8-Ball MJG.
Ghetto Boys.
Whatever the case may be, we were moving on that when it was time for violence. We were moving on that when it was time for drugs. So we ain't being hypocrites. We're not being hypocrites. We understand where you guys are today. But Alan Dunn is here as a living, breathing person that epitomizes that if you go a certain route, I was born with talent, but things went wrong. I bit off into the life too. But let me tell you how I turned it around and I got up through. This is what we're trying to show you all without you having to actually go through tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 just to get to tier 4. And tier 4 deals with being able to sit around with your family, be around those before they pass. Your great grandma who took care of you, or your grandmother, or your grandfather, whoever that you really, really love. We're just trying to show you that we were not actually able to be there. And we had to go through some pain. It hurt and it broke our hearts. And to this day, it affects our children as well as our grandchildren and possibly our great-grandchildren. So your life is not yours. But we are showing you that you can survive it, that you don't have to die. Get to the point, get to your reward of gray hair. Get to your reward of knees hurting when you walk up the steps. Get to your reward of being able to speak with your daughter and be there to protect her versus talking that shit from the penitentiary on the phone. Get to your reward of being able to go help your son with homework, to take him to get his hair cut. Get to your reward of not being a baby daddy but being a father. This is what the reward is. But we had to go through some shit to get to this point. Y'all don't have to. I want to thank my main man, Alan Dunn, for coming out to rock with Picking Up the Pieces so he can share his story and share his testimony about what you don't have to go through. But let me talk to you about what I did go through, and yet here I am. Our job is to sacrifice. We plant the seeds, but we ain't going to get to see the trees grow, nor the fruit that individuals will be able to pick off the tree and benefit from. We ain't going to see that. And those that came before us, they didn't get to see us be able to be here to make it through our hard-headedness, to make it through hearing yet not listening. But here we are. And we ain't your fucking bloodline. We just family. We just trying to holler at y'all to try and explain to y'all, man, listen to us, man. We ain't clowns and we ain't suckers. We ain't simps and we ain't none of that shit. We actually still savages and gangsters. But that shit shifts to a whole nother prospect of what it is that we should be doing here to assist and help y'all to be able to be here for those years, man, so we can build this shit back up in home and community. Fuck with us through Picking Up the Pieces. Fuck with Alan Dunn. Fuck with Antoine. Fuck with us, man. We ain't clowns. We taking out time out of our lives to come do this. Fuck with they lines. This shit ain't for free. Sorry we ain't got no bullshit to talk to y'all about. We coming with
You
the
get
2
enough
hour
of that.
pragmatic information.
Get enough of that.
Bite this shit, soak this shit up, be the water.
Phone, you don't hear that bullshit.
Yeah. Be a sponge.
Call the first motherfucker in your phone if you want to hear some bullshit. That's all you gotta do.
Turn it up. We right back at y'all with another episode of Picking Up the Pieces.
Like, subscribe, share. And man, I got a question for you, Torrance.
Yeah.
How the hell you know all these people? That's another show.
Yeah, absolutely. You ain't networking, you ain't working. Peace.
Peace.